Hello, everyone. Hi, Stacy.
Hi. Hi, Jenifer. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you on this Sunday?
I'm doing well.
Good, good, good. I know that you've had a busy week. We both have talked about our busy weeks, and your week, I think, started off with a toddler at a museum, right?
Oh
Or was that,
yes, yes. We went to the train museum here in Cincinnati, and he had a blast.
oh, that's fun because we've had our granddaughter, so we picked her up yesterday, and and Santa was going to my friend's house that lives in the next town, and so they go around on the fire truck. And since my friend's husband is the commissioner, the fire commissioner for this volunteer, it's a small town, so it's a volunteer department. And so we went, and then of course Santa stops in front of their house. So it's been pretty cool. So we've had rain and we've had a blast. So she took off with her papa, with my husband, and they're gonna go get some panda and go do a few things. So
Cool.
I'm so excited to see a few people already here. We have Danielle. Hi, Danielle. We have
Hello.
Leanne. Happy Sunday. We have Lori. Oh, Lori, thank you for being here. And Lena and
Hey,
Linda.
Lena.
Linda is coming to us from Australia.
Oh
Awesome.
wow.
Yes. And she is an amazing, amazing wire worker. She does wonders. I mean, we have a lot of amazing designers here in the chat. So super excited. And Stacy and we've started this kind of one Sunday a month thing. And our common theme has always been we're doing something with Jesse James beads, right?
Yep.
So about a month ago, I think it was just after our last live, I reached out to Sarah and said, "Do you have anything new that's going to be released that you would like us to share?" And of course, she knows right off. Oh yeah, All Hearts collection. So Stacy and I have some of the All Hearts collection that Sarah and her amazing team sent out to us. I got mine on Friday and I busted it open so I could take a picture because I just had a generic picture up on our thumbnail. And Stacy just got hers yesterday because this is such a new collection. I think it was just released this week, right?
It was, yeah.
So I cannot
Yeah,
think.
FedEx gave me a little scare. I told
Yeah.
Jen, I'm like, I may have random beads on Sunday, but mine got here in time.
And I'm just so excited, and I can't thank Jesse James Beats enough because they sent this stuff out to us like second day air FedEx,
Yeah.
and I know that that's not cheap, and I'm so excited to share all this goodiness with you. Hi, is it Juanita? Juanita? I got one of them right. Is it A Juanetta or B Juanita? And we'll see. And Jenifer is really blurry to me. I'm wondering if it is because it doesn't look blurry on my end. I can see us both, but just before going on, all of a sudden my overhead got real blurry, and so I changed to a different internet. We have home internet, and then we also have B. Oh, what was B? Juanita. Juanita. I think B was Juanita. I guess I should remember what my so I apologize. We've had some overcast, and I don't know if that has something to do with it either. But I have two options for internet here, and so I hope that it gets better once we get onto the hand cam. And I will, yay, Juanita. And so let's go ahead and share Stacy's overhead and see what she has. She's going to go ahead and bring that in. And
Okay.
I I don't have, I don't know if it's probably I need to get maybe the paid version of StreamYard, but I can't do all the little fun things with it and having your shot just only your shot. So we'll do the best. And that was something that Stacy and I talked about beforehand. 2025 is coming up. and I have a goal list and I have a to-do list, which they're two different things, right? And so one of my to-dos is I'm going to talk with a friend that's here in a chat named Danielle Wicks and see about if I need to get the paid version of StreamYard, do that, and she can hopefully give me a nice tutorial on how to use it. So go ahead and share what you got.
Okay. So, as you may have guessed, the all heart beads are kind of a Valentine's heart theme. And I got a couple of different strands, and of course, I didn't write the names down. But these are all part of the All Hearts collection on Jessie James Beads website. So this one here, this purple one, is super cool.
So pretty.
We can post the names later. I was gonna do that, and one of the kids distracted me. This one I think was it's like the heart macaroons, and they're super cool. These glass beads that are the lamp work that are all decorated here. And then I think these might have been conversation hearts, and they're a shell bead. I've actually already pulled some of them. I've got some red and white ones already pulled off to the side because I sort of kind of have an idea here. And then these are super cool. I think, Jenifer, you had some too. They're actually like a clasp. So I have a blue one and a yellow one, and then some charms. And I can actually kind of show you what I've got over here. I'll move it over.
Wow.
I'm going to move stuff. Get it centered, keep stuff off the floor. Okay. So I also got some of these, they're glass, lamp work beads in red. And today I was going to actually go more traditional Valentine's. And from the shell beads, I've picked out the white ones, the red ones. And then I have to look up what these are. But these are the coolest thing. They are like tiny little like stone hearts. I think they might be a jasper of some sort, but I have to look up the name. I should have done that.
They are red imperial jasper.
Thank you. See, I remembered something. I can't remember what I'm doing when I go downstairs, but I remember that they were red jasper. They're very cool. And I was gonna to go and make a very traditional Valentine's Day-ish looking necklace today. But before we jump into that, Jen, do you want to share what you got?
Sure.
And we only got a smattering of the collection. There's a bunch of stuff.
Yes.
That we didn't even get.
Right. And I can already see that my overhead is even. So it's going to be blurry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'll let you know right now. So our overcast out there is really playing games. On my end, like on my overhead, I can see and it looks clear. But when I look over at I am so sorry, you guys. These are a beautiful kind of purple, and they are sea sediment. And again, I apologize. You can't really see them. I've got this gorgeous strand that, if any of you guys know me, I don't like to cut into strands. However, since they sent it to me, I have to cut into it. I also got.
I really like that one. That's one of my favorites in the collection.
Yeah, so pretty. I have some lampwork beads, these beautiful hearts, and I've already made an earring, and so we'll make the matching pair, the match to make it a pair. Look at this chunk of muck, and I hope it can come in. It has 3 big crystals, both sides, and just a beautiful and beautifully embellished heart. And again, I'm so sorry for all of. Yes, Lori, I do buy 2 strands. That's what you do. You buy 2 strands because then you can cut into one. And then I still have problems or issues with cutting into them too, just because that's me. So we have that there. Then I do have a couple of those clasps. And when I saw these, my first thought was, oh, like a purse charm or keychain, because then it's easy to put to clasp this onto your purse strap. And
You
then
know
I have
what
a
you could
twist.
also do with those that I hadn't thought about is
Yes.
you could actually put a clasp in the front and like make it part of a focal.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then change out your if you have dangles.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have a like a twist and lock, and I am going to bring in some gunmetal chain that I have from Jesse James Beads as well. And then I've already started making some dangles. And then this little pouch here, there's nothing little about it. And you guys aren't going to be able to see it until I stay still. But there are tons and tons and tons of these glass hearts, and they're dimply. They're just really cute. I'm going to have to describe everything by touch just because you guys can't see them.
Those are cute. You can
And
post photos later too.
yes, because I'm going to use these in a bracelet, and it comes with, I call them disco balls, those little kind of rhinestoney balls, and they have them in gold and silver.
I've got some too. They didn't come with this, but they were in my stash and they
Yeah.
needed to be part of this necklace.
And then I have some little tiny, they're probably maybe 5 millimeter, 4 millimeter. They're in the mix too. Everything that I'm going to be using today is from either the All Hearts, or not All Hearts. Yeah, it's All Hearts, but it's Conversation Hearts. And yeah, so everything I'm going to be using today is from that. I'm going to probably bring in some seed beads just because my inner Danielle Wicks kind of comes out in me when I'm wanting to make a bracelet. And someone had commented on the post that this was a beautiful bracelet, and it's on the strand. That just tells you how beautiful it is. That just on the strand, it looks like a beautiful bracelet. And so I'm going to add some seed beads in between, and these are Jesse James beads, seed beads, and I keep them because I have a bunch. I just keep them in this little, it's a garbage bowl that my friend made me, but I can't use it for garbage. And so I use it to store my seed beads and my needles so I don't lose my needles, and this little wand that I use. It's a eyelash wand, and I use those for wrapping because the diameter of it is just perfect. And Danielle, I found them yesterday, so I'm going to send you some so that you can use those too. I used them in one of our lives together, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. And hopefully, the internet will get better for me. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Stacie's mat in the middle here. And
Okay.
then I will just be going along too. And then, like I said, I'm probably, like you said, I'm just going to have to share pictures. It looks like it's okay when it's off to the side, but
Yeah, it
yeah,
does. Maybe when it gets bigger, it's just the resolution isn't
yes,
isn't as good.
yes. So we'll let you take over.
Sure. So I had the red jasper. I had some of these hearts as well as the lamport. Um, I was gonna do two-strand necklace. I told Jen
Mhm.
that I was convinced I had some of the silver heart chain from Jesse James Beads, but I've got every other color but silver. So we're gonna go with some paper clip chain from Jesse James Beads instead. And then I grabbed some of the disco ball spacers from another mix. And I decided that I needed to break up these little red hearts. And this, I don't know what this is, but this is some seed beads that were actually left over from the class that Jen and I taught with the ladies from
Oh,
Softflex at Winter Workshop.
yeah,
And
with
so
Sarah.
I grabbed those and figured that I would kind of intermix those in. So what I was thinking was, um, I would put, this heart onto the paper clip chain and make that really simple and just be my shorter chain, the one that's closer to your neck. And then I was going to do a second strand and put intersperse some of these different hearts in with
Oh,
the little
perfect.
itty bitty jasper hearts, some seed beads, and then Nothing is complete in my world without some sparkle to it. So I'm just gonna put these in. And I
I
found a heart
love
clasp
it.
in my stash because, you know, when you're going all in, you may as well go all in.
Yes, and Zach is here. Hi, Zach.
Hello. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut into these. Didn't want to cut them because I knew once I did would be every which way.
So I finished the earrings, and again, it's showing blurry. Zach, you weren't here earlier, but my internet is playing tricks on me today. We're overcast, and so it is. My cameras are both super, super blurry. So I will be posting lots of pictures, close-up pictures afterwards. And I see that's Softlex right there. Are you using some Softlex?
I am.
I will be too.
Yeah, this
I'm
is the
gonna.
Softlex medium. This one's from Fusion Beads, so I must have had this guy for a while. Because I don't
Ah,
think they're around anymore.
so I have some sterling silver, and I also have. I thought I did over here. I'm looking behind. Um,
And I'm
behind.
just checking because these are little seed beads. Yeah, they'll go through the medium just fine.
I have some Econoflex, which is great too.
Yeah.
I like the Econoflex too. I'm going to be using some. I just don't know what I did with it. I had it out. It must be underneath my piles and piles of stuff from Danielle Wicks. Great live last week. I ordered both of the kits. Both of your kits. They are
Now I'm
incredible.
just kind of playing with this. There's no real rhyme or reason. Whatever speaks to me here.
So mine is going to be simple stringing with the little glass hearts.
Do you want to switch
And
over to you and I can kind of continue laying these out and then you can
yeah, it's
come
going to be
back to
so
me?
blurry. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay, so if you see when I lean it when I switch it over, it goes all blurry. So I have these little glass beads here, and there's it's like a mint green. There's a purple, and then there's kind of like an ombre purple blue, and then pink. And so I'm just gonna go like every other, and I'm gonna pull some of these little round beads. There's some little round crystal beads. And then also too, oh, there's crystal rondelle spacers. I'm going to use some of those too. So I'll use those up until I get to a good size. And then you guys will have to see how my little sizer. If anybody has seen my bracelet sizer, it's it's kind of wonky, but it works, I think. I think the bracelets come out about the size that I want it to. But it's a paper. Oh my goodness. I think I'm clear. Is it
You do
clear?
look a lot better all of a sudden.
Yay! Thank you, Wi-Fi. All right. So this is just it was like I printed it out on like transparent clear sticker paper, and then I just put it around to make it a cone, and that's what I use. It's very flimsy. There's got to be like good ones out there. I know there's a board. I don't know if I could fit another board in this area here, but if there's something else like this out there, you guys, do let me know. Leave a comment and let me know because I really want to find one. Okay, so now you can see I have these hearts. I'm going to move this stuff over to the side. Oh, and let me show you my earrings. All I did was take one of those. I have a head pin and one of those lamp work. And then I used one of the disco balls and I did a simple loop that if any of you were watching me on the side over here, simple loops are not so simple for me. And so it takes me forever. It takes me longer to do a simple loop than to do a wrap loop. So we have those all ready to go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of those, they're like an AB finish, super cute. And I'm going to add a heart, and then I'm going to add one of those little crystal rondelles. I'm going to add another one of these guys and then go to a different color. And so all I'm doing is going from one color to another until I get to my desired length. Oh, that's cute. I think I dig it.
That is cute.
I think I dig it. And I'm just going to go back and forth. So going there like that. Oh my goodness, I think I love it. And this will never leave this house except for on my wrist. And what else has been going on this week? I think I said that I've been very scattered all week long, and today is no different. It's been a weird week. And are people done Christmas shopping? Because if you are, I haven't even started. No, I've bought one gift on Costco.com, and it was a big computer for our son, and it got here in like 2 days.
Oh, wow.
But other than that, nothing.
Okay, I've learned that this is solder chain. The loops don't open.
Oh, the paper clip?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's industrial strength too. It's heavy duty. Because I was like, if I try any more with my, there we go, with my flush cutters. I fortunately was smart to grab my old flush cutters. But yeah, it took the memory wire cutters to get through it.
Well, I'm not surprised. JJB has always...
Yeah, this stuff is solid. I'll give you that. Okay. So I always cut chain. I have an older pair of flush cutters that have probably seen better days.
Yes.
So I always cut my chain with that, because then I'm like, if it's too hard and it ends up messed up, I'm like, no harm, no foul.
Okay, so I don't think I have enough of those little beads. So I'm going to have to throw in a disco ball here or there. There are a lot of other beads here too. I think I'm going to throw in a disco ball, every couple of disco balls. Obviously not well thought out, but I try.
We're designing on the fly.
Yeah, it's designing on the fly. I guess I can also bring in some seed beads. I have a few over here. I can bring in some seed beads too. So yeah. Jen is de-stringing. How's that?
Yeah, I'm finding that putting this, I can show folks what I'm having to do. So
okay, let me pull you in here. Let's pull you back in.
I can show you my fiasco. So since these are solder chains, I can't open them. Because I was like, oh, I'll just open one and like sneak this heart on. Well, that's not going to fly. And because I want the heart to face out, not like this, and the loop is facing this way, I'm going to have to go with 2 jump rings to get it facing the right direction.
Yes.
So that was all this racket over here, because I was like, now I need all these jump rings. Now I need to find my memory wire cutters, which are buried in a drawer. So
this is design on the fly at its finest.
But, you know, it's how you see all the things that go astray. So I actually am just folding this in half, and very nicely. There's an odd one.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
the link that I'm going to connect my, let me just put it this way, Ben, so I remember when I grab this. That's the link that I'm going to go ahead and just attach my heart to. So it'll have a couple extra jump rings, which
That's okay.
it's okay. It wasn't what I had in the plans, but
It worked.
nobody will notice.
Nobody will notice because the only people that know are the people that are here. And they're probably not going to say anything. I mean, I don't think they
Yeah.
would.
So if you ever see me or somebody else wearing this, don't tell them that those weren't really supposed to be there. So that's what I got, and I went with like 14 inches for the shorter chain, and then I had something going here until it got kind of crazy
Ooh, I love it.
with the pliers. And this is just going to be strung onto the soft flex once I kind of get this laid out. I think it's going to need to be longer.
Well, I'm just doing seed bead after seed bead here because I'm trying to lengthen out my bracelet. And this would
Yeah.
actually be a cute necklace too, I would think.
Yeah, mine's gonna have some. I think I'm gonna go with 5, and I'm gonna probably put some seed beads in here too, because I want to get this a bit longer, and I don't know how long it'll be. I
I,
um, I just kind
yeah,
of go by sight,
me
but that's
too.
me.
Me too. And I figure on the ends, I can probably add more seed beads on the ends if it's something if it's not going to be long enough.
Yeah, definitely. That's probably what I may end up doing too. Or you could even put some chain up there.
Oh, yeah. That's perfect.
You said you
Oh,
had the heart chain in every color, so you're set, unlike me.
I do. So I have the heart chain in rose gold. I have it in gold. I have it in silver, and I have it in gunmetal.
Yeah,
It's
I only
pretty
have the rose
stunning.
gold and gunmetal, so I kind of went with silver. Apparently, I put a little piece of the soft flex back on the spool, so that one's going to be too short. But I think I am going to just work from the spool on this one because I don't know exactly where I'm going yet.
I will tend to work from the
I
spool.
know you do, and I don't like to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I feel
I
constrained.
so sometimes when I don't is when I have a focal piece and I'm working out. So I will use it for I will cut, especially if I'm thinking, oh, I only want to go like 18 inches. And so then I will trim off probably like 20 inches or so. So then it allows um for my loops. And
Yeah.
so and then I will start on the in the middle and work my way out.
Yeah, I end up doing that a lot, and that may be why um, I tend to feel constrained. But since I'm not entirely sure where I'm going, and I'm using these white seed beads, there's like I don't know, 4 or 5 different like white cream colored ones mixed in here. And so I'm just, I can show you. I put about 4 or 5 on at one end, and then I have a heart, a seed bead, a heart. Are you using like size 11s seed
Yeah,
beads?
these are 11s.
That's
Yeah.
what I've got too. So
Yes.
those in white, it's probably like virtually impossible to see. And also with the hearts, you have to make sure um, you've got them facing the direction that you want. So I don't get to randomly stir in here.
I ended up going with it's like a very light gray. I went with a light gray, and I think it works out really well because I too have those seed beads, but I haven't done my project yet. And what Stacy and I are talking about is Sarah Ayler's project from Winter Workshop. I did
Yeah,
make a
I
pair of
haven't done mine
earrings.
either. Funny story with mine. So I had it all laid out perfectly.
Yes.
And I didn't have time to string it up. It was like 11 or 12, like 11 or 11:30 the other night. And so I left it on a necklace beadboard on my desk.
Uh-huh.
And my toddler was in here, and I like looked over, and all the beads were like totally mishmashed up. I had this nice like 2-strand red and green. I'll post
Oh,
it. And he's like, helping? I'm like, oh, you say
yeah.
so.
Yes, you are.
I'm like, no, you're not helping. But it's
So,
okay. He my camera mount for the overhead mount for my overhead camera.
yes.
I literally turned my back for 30 seconds to water a plant, and he had like dismantled it. He had like unscrewed a bunch of the pieces and is like handing them to me.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, how nice.
That's so nice.
I'm like, get out of my office.
Okay, so I think I'm at a good, I
You want to switch over?
think I'm
I'm
at a
just
good
stringing here
length.
and
Let's put on two more. And I haven't been paying attention to comments. Danielle, oh, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you as well. Oh, we have Carrie. Carrie is
Merry
here.
Christmas.
Lorena. Lorena is here.
Hi,
Oh
Lorena.
my goodness. Okay, so let me come on over. And I see Danielle's keeping everybody company. Thank you, Danielle. I love it. And Danielle is saying, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well. We have such nice people in the chats here. Carrie says, hello, ladies. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you and yours. Well, thank you, Carrie.
Yeah, thank you. You
And
too.
oh, Lorena looks like she's going to be busy. She has I wrote over 100 cards. First 50 handwriting, then I got wise and I used stamps. You're so amazing.
Oh, wow.
You are so amazing. All right, so this is what I have here. I am using those hearts, and then I decided because I didn't have enough of these little round ones, these little round ones here, I had to improvise and brought in seed beads. And I love seed beads. Seed beads are amazing. Seed beads are your friend. They're your friend. And so I brought them in just to extend things out a little bit more. Then now what we're going to do is I have some wire guardians in here. We're going to use some wire guardians. And then I have magical crimpers that we're going to use. And I think I thought I saw a lobster clasp. I did right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of these beads. So I can make another bracelet and a pair of earrings. I'd have to use different focal beads, but that's okay. Not focal beads, but kind of spacer beads, but that's all right. I'm cool with that. And I love the 2x2 crimp tubes. Look at how much I buy them in bulk because they are so good.
Oh, there's the soft flex
And
ones.
yes,
Those are
oh,
really
they're
nice.
amazing. They are so amazing, and they're sterling silver, so they go along with my fine line. I'm gonna grab my magical crimper here that's behind, and I love my magical crimper. This is the crimper that has one well inside, and the first little smash pinches the four corners, and then you turn it on its side, and then I call it going around the horn. I just go around the horn, and you end up with a bead-like finish, and I love it. All right, now what kind of chain do I want to use? Well, you know what? You're rocking the paperclip chain over there. I'm gonna rock some paperclip chain too. And
You
again, I
might need your
buy.
memory wire pliers.
Oh, okay, good one. Okay,
I don't
and
know if yours is the same, but mine was very tough, but I mean it'll hold up. That's like the good thing.
I always make sure that my lobster clasp fit or is working, and then make sure that it goes through. Because I'm probably gonna do. We'll do a little bit of a dangle here, so we'll cut right here. You said memory wire ones, right? I'm not even gonna mess around with my regular ones. I'm just gonna go memory
I
wire.
I needed to on whatever one I got.
So easy. So easy with the memory wire ones. Oh, where was it? Oh no.
I mean, they're probably not a bad idea to be cutting chain with in general sense.
Okay, there they are. I was looking to see where I cut it. Wait. No. I don't even know where I cut it. That was such a good clean cut that I don't even know where it cut. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, it might have been right there. Oh, it already came off. Okay. All right. That is a good clean cut though with those memory wire cutters. And again, this is from Jesse James Beads, their paperclip chain. I love their paperclip chain. Obviously, again, I buy in bulk just because I always need their chain. And I also have it in a gold color. I think this came with one of the magical mystery bead boxes, but I also have it in gold. Such a pretty gold.
That is a nice gold.
And I have it in gunmetal. Beautiful gunmetal. I love this tone. So pretty. And I feel like, I don't know if they have it in rose gold or not, but, and I'm reaching over. I have a bin that has all JJB chain. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this and make it an extender. Again, I'm still working from the spool. And I am going to add a 2x2 crimp tube. I'm going to add a wire guardian. I've never had the wire when I've used Softflex on, kind of with wire where I use the Softflex as the loop. I have never had it be a problem. However, though, I still try to do a little bit of protecting of this precious wire that I love so much when I
I almost
can.
never use wire guardians on necklaces, and I've never had a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
So
have them today.
I am going to I'm going to have and I always, if I'm going to be connecting something directly onto the chain, I try to do that one first, because then if I forget, then I still have the other side to work with. So I always try to do the connecting when I have something directly connected. And I'm going to make sure my wires are not crossing, and I'm going to come in and just make sure that my 2x2 crimp tube is sitting in there in the middle. I give it a little bit of a squeeze and I get the little four corners. If you can see the little, that looks like a little square. Then what I do is I start going around the horn, and I do that by coming in, flipping it on its side, staying in the middle, and then I just start turning it. And I turn it until I feel no more tension. And that's when I know I have that bead-like finish. And I can't remember, do you do the magical crimpers?
Me, I do not have a magical crimpers.
Oh my
I don't know
goodness.
how you didn't remember that, because everyone else had the magical crimpers on that live. Like,
Oh, it was from that
I was
line.
like, maybe I should pretend I have a magical crimper. They had to pull out the regular bead-along crimpers. So I'm like, I'm feeling a little bit, kind of like
It,
substandard here, but they work just fine.
yes, I have the standard ones too. And I just like, because I don't do crimp covers. I have some over here. And if I really massacre up a crimp tube or crimp bead, I will hide it. Sometimes what happens is my I've had bracelets for a long time, and so then the wire, like this one here, it's stretched. So I would probably go in and add a crimp cover just to make it, to tighten it up so that there's no wire showing. But you know what? I really don't care. For me, it's just fine. And Kelly Sutton from Kelly's Bead Boutique always said, if someone is standing close enough to you that they can see that, then they're standing too close to you. Well said.
What the way I use crimp covers more often than anything, because I'm not a big fan of them either. I tend to massacre them. I have a new crimp cover pliers from Bead Buddy that I'm going to try out soon because I saw that and I said, oh, this is for people like me who tend to destroy these things. So I'm going to give them a
Oh,
go. But I use them to fill gaps. I think they're great. Like if you ever
yeah,
put something together and like end up with a gap after you crimped,
yes.
I never want to pull the whole thing apart because usually the wire's damaged and you have to put it on new wire. So yeah, I just fill it. I'm like, yeah, I'll just stick a crimp tube in here. Sorry, a crimp cover in here.
So I actually use the front notch of my Beadalon pliers for the crimp covers.
I've been doing that too, and since I learned that trick, it works better. But I still,
You're going to have to let us know
I will let you know.
How the crimp buddy works.
Yeah, the Bead Buddy, yes,
Or
definitely.
bead buddy. Okay.
Yep.
It's a bead buddy. Well, right now, my magical crimpers are my bead buddies. They are my bead buddy right here. All right. So I'm just going around. And once I finish this, you don't need to see me add my lobster clasp. And we're going to go over to Stacie's.
Okay.
And I think I
I'm
saw.
just stringing beads. I don't know how exciting that is, but we can
It's
go from
exciting.
there. Okay.
It's exciting. I like watching it. It's soothing too. So sometimes
It's like
during a
meditative.
because during a live, I'm sitting here and I'm watching you, and then I'm like, oh no, I've got stuff I got to do. And I saw something, Jenifer, you're such a wonderful supporter of. Oh, thank you so much, Lorena. I do try. I Softflex has such a special place in my heart. They're right here in California with me. Other small businesses that I just love. I love Jesse James Beads and Silver Silk and More, and Kelly's Bead Boutique up across the border, and Danielle Wicks
I was gonna say, and
Jewelry.
Danielle.
Danielle Wicks Jewelry and Jewel Loom. Oh, I have these. Oh, you can't see them. I don't have my overhead anymore. Oh, well, there it is. Look over to the side. I have these earring jewel looms that I want to use. Danielle was demonstrating them like last July, not just a few months ago, July, but look at these. And she was demonstrating them. I'm like, oh, I have to have them. So I ordered them. Well, then I forgot I had them because then Danielle used them again for one of her creative, what's it called? Creative collab. It's the
She did
Jewel
it on
Loom
a live with
monthly.
me. And I was like, wow, those are the cutest little jewel looms.
Yes. And so I couldn't find them. And I stopped looking for them. I was just like going crazy, going through stuff and everything. And all of a sudden, one day, by my feet, they appeared. They had no business being there. I never thought that it was just,
You have a cat?
no.
Okay. Because I know like
Ah,
people with cats, like random stuff will show up places. I don't have a
oh,
cat.
yes. So I am so excited to get to use that. So that is something exciting for me. I can't
So
wait.
I am doing a project in January. I'm
Yes.
putting together a bead mix. I will not
Yes.
share anything about it with Danielle. It's going to be seed beads.
We won't tell. Well, I guess
Well,
Danielle's here.
I'm not quite done yet, but I've got an idea. It'll
Okay.
be, I think, the 28th of January, the end of January. And I'm going to do a project on the loom, which for me is a big undertaking.
Me
Um,
too.
I am not an expert like Danielle on the loom, but Danielle and Jules have been giving me good coaching. So
Good.
what I've come to the conclusion, I kind of measured this, is that this is too short. So I need to
Okay.
extend this out a little more.
So do you
Fortunately, I
want to,
have more of these red beads.
who remembers this from Winter Workshop? I think it was last year. 2020, wait,
What is that?
2022. This is Winter Workshop 2022.
Is that the
And
fiber bracelet?
no, it was with Sari Silk or Sari Ribbon.
Uh-huh.
And it was Juliana did teach.
Yeah.
And I need to go in and now bring in all the embellishments. There's a bunch of embellishments that kind of poked out of the top.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I need
It
to
was
do
like
that.
sari silk woven.
Yes. And
I
then she
remember that.
went back. Yes. And it's right here within arm's length because I need to do that. Here's another thing. Oh, because here's the button that goes with it. The button, big button. I think I'm going to paint the button. So yeah, it's right
Oh
here.
yeah, but like the patina paints, that would be pretty cool.
Then look at this one. I have the Silver Silk and More one. I can't wait. I've used it once and I love it. And then behind me, can you see let me go right over my head. Can you see that one? That's right over my head, right there.
Oh, is that your
That
giant
is,
one that you're going to do the hat band or the belt or?
yes, we're gonna
Okay.
do a headband. I think Danielle might have to do, I think she has to do a belt, if I
Okay.
remember correctly. I
I know
think
one
her
of you was
aunt,
doing the belt.
yeah, I think it's her aunt that that wants a belt. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But Danielle, tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like it was your aunt that wanted a belt. And let's look through. Have you ever seen let's see, Lorena has a question. Have you ever used sterling silver beading string FMG? What's FMG? I would love to use those sterling silver crimps. Oh, they're amazing. And did you say the wire gardens? No, these wire guardians are not sterling silver. I do have some sterling silver ones, but these are not. These are, I think, Beetle-on ones that I got at Jessie
Yeah, they're
James.
just plated. Their wire guardians are what I use too. I think they're really good.
Danielle, oh no. She's getting her children's cold. No. Oh my goodness.
Sorry. I have one
Okay,
with a cold. He's had a cough for like 2 days, and then last night had a fever. I'm like, oh, this is just what we needed in the house.
just what you needed. Okay. Um, do you want me to show a little something that oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
So I
That
am just
is
making this longer because I had the same problem. I'm like here with my my measuring tape, and I'm like, a 14-inch necklace and a 16-inch necklace are not going to work well together when you have a dangle. So I'm
oh,
I'm over here busy adding on more hearts and seed beads, and I'm gonna measure again. So go ahead and switch to you.
so I was going to let me measure this real fast and tell
Sure.
you guys how long these stone heart strands are.
It was like
Mine
either
are,
18 or 24. It was well over 12,
yeah.
I think.
Oh, I have 14 and a quarter.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was over 12 just from looking at it. But that's
Yeah,
a long
they are
strand.
very long strands.
There's a lot on there.
Okay, so this is what I have here. Oh, I finished my bracelet.
Let's see it. Woohoo! I like that.
Oh, it's stunning.
And the nice thing
Stunning.
about doing that with the chain is it's adjustable too. So if you're
Yes,
making it for a gift and you're never really sure
yes.
exactly the length,
Mm-hmm.
that'll help you out.
And I'm thinking I might want to add a dangle too, because I have more of these hearts. I mean, the heart, I mean, it's going to be a big dangle, but I'm perfect with a large dangle. All right, so now what I have is I have this the twist and lock. So I have the twist and lock. And I have some chain. And this is actually like a curb chain. Again, I buy in bulk, so this isn't one order. This is probably like two or three. So this gorgeous curb chain that I just love. And they do have split rings. So there are split rings where you can, so I'm going to look at the other side and see which one has the large, that has the large loop. If there, nope, they both have the small loop. All right. So let me measure out real fast. I'm measuring here on my lap. And I am going to go 18 inches from there to there. Okay. All right. So if I undo this one, I do love when they are open links. Though I have a hard time getting it back exactly the way it was. Okay, which one is my short one? Here. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I am going to just add this chain directly to I'm trying to be very careful with this. And I probably just didn't get it open far enough. All right, so make sure I'm still in the same one. How many times, you know what I do is I will start to open up a chain, like a link of a chain, and then forget where I was. And oh boy, does it take forever.
I'm laughing because I'm like, I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. Or sometimes I'll cut it like you did. I'll cut it really well. And then I'm trying to figure out actually like where I cut it.
Oh, yes.
It doesn't like fall apart. Oh, these are
yes.
I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing.
Okay, so here we go here. Then I'm going to take this off. And when I measured from the end of a long loop to another long loop so that it was the same. Now, if you want to use these small loops and use a jump ring, you can. Oh, wait, is this the side? That's not even the side. There we go. Okay. Oh, and I know what else I want to bring in. I want to bring in some chain reaction too. Who else uses the chain reaction? I love it. I love it. It's amazing. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Thank you.
I did look to see if I had chain reaction in red, and my reds are all with gold. So I decided I was not multi metals today.
Yeah. See, mine is in gold too. Is it the same one?
I think so.
Little red rondelles.
Yeah.
I did this bracelet in captor chain and then that chevron chain, and I just did a multi-strand. This is one of my favorite bracelets. So cute. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this directly on right here, and then add this other side. Okay, and then when you take it on and off, you just unscrew it and then screw it back on. My hands are probably in the way. So that fits over that's why I didn't use the small. And so then it will sit just like that when you wear it. Okay. Then I made dangles. Remember that all heart or conversation hearts mix, this one here? I grabbed some of the cute beads and I made some head pins, and I feel like I have one more to make because I have to make a knotted head pin. I made knotted head pins, and I need another blue. I made knotted head pins and then wire wrapped. And what I have is some little gunmetal. I have some little gunmetal jump rings. And I'm going to make a cluster using that and do that. Lena does some amazing work with clustering.
She does.
She's amazing with her clustering too. Oh, and then you know what I did? I took a jump ring and then passed it through a crystal rondelle. I did this for another project and someone was like, oh my goodness, that's so cute. And so I did that as well. I'm only going to do 2 like that, but you can do more if you want to split things up a little bit more. But I have some gunmetal. These are little 5mm jump rings. And then I have, this is like an 8mm. This is a black one. And this was from Jessie James. I got it at jessiejamesbeads.com. And okay. Oh, Lorena has a question. Let's pull that question up. She says, where do you store your supplies? I ran out of room, had to rent store space to store
I've run
household
out of room a
items.
couple times over, Lorena.
So you see what's all behind me, right? This is organized and you're looking at it going, oh my goodness, no, I have stuff. I have a big L-shaped desk that I have not seen the bottom of the other side in like 2 years because I have so much stuff. I mean, look, I have my last order from Jessie James Beads here. And I might have another one too. Oh, here's some gold. I have more gold paperclip chain. See what I told you? I love the paperclip chain. And I have another order from them. It was from their live sale. And I thought I was gonna try and keep it out so I could show you guys some of the stuff that they have in their live sales because I got some incredible treasures. Now,
they
also
had some
too,
really nice strands.
you see back here in my mirror right there, that is that big, humongous furniture. I can't remember what it's called, but the sides open up. It's crazy big. It
Like an
takes up,
armoire?
oh, it's like an armoire had like octuplets. It's
An armoire on
huge.
steroids. Okay.
So yeah, and so it opens up, and I thought, how am I going to? I'm going to have so much extra room. I have nothing. I have nothing. You see stuff on top? Okay. I have 4 big bins of just Jessie James beads strands. That's it. It's just strands. I have beads by the pound times 4. Well, 4 colors, 2 pounds each. And then I have a bunch of all of my soap stuff too. So when we decided that, and when I say we, my husband helped decide as well. Hey, I said, I need to do something because this is getting out of control. And he says, well, see what you can find. And I went online looking for furniture to store and found this. It was very pricey. However, though, I think something I got like 0 financing for 2 years or something. And so then it automatically came out of my account and that was it. And so I will tell you, it is worth its weight in gold and it's pretty heavy. It took almost a week for me to put it together. Yeah, but I totally, and I wish I knew the name because I would blast it everywhere because it has been so amazing and I love it. So, all right. So let's get back. Oh, I need to make a knotted head pin. I love making knotted head pins. Do you like making knotted head pins?
I do. I do a
She
lot.
started dabbling in resin, clay, leather, jewelry. I need to as well, Lorena. Oh my goodness. She's speaking the language here. And you've done some clay work, my friend Stacie,
I've
haven't
done a
you?
little bit. I took a class at a local jewelry place that's no longer a storefront, Beaded Bliss Designs here in Cincinnati. A couple of years ago, actually, we made peppermints. Sadly, my son, who's a teenager, did a way better job making peppermints than me. But, and I've done a few of Michael's classes, just dabbling in it. I took one resin class, which was a lot of fun, but I haven't gone back.
I brought the camera back to you.
Okay.
I would
I
love
actually finished, believe it or not.
I would love to learn resin because I I feel like it needs to be in my life. And so I tried it once and I failed big time.
I took a class locally. It was one of those that I was like, I'm not doing this without adult supervision.
That's probably going to be the smart choice for me too. You know May Flom with she does a lot of work for Jesse James Beads, and she has her own amazing um, Instagram that shows a lot of her crafting. She did a pair of earrings using, I think it was the Yellowstone Magical Mystery Bead Box, and she added resin to some charms that
I've seen
were.
her do some resin, yeah. She and I exchanged some messages on it, and she
Okay,
said
because
it's a steeper learning curve.
well, I tried it and I failed big time. So, yeah.
My favorite, one of my favorite recent things. I never. Oh, this is on my to-do list. This is so embarrassing because I've had these for so long. Let me pull
Let's
this. So
see
this
it.
is my necklace while I'm fishing stuff, my unfinished objects off of my desk.
That is
So
so
I really
pretty.
like how this came out.
I love how it came out.
I have to say that my engineer brain over here was a little bit perturbed that this
Yes.
white heart at the bottom was going to go sideways, but I think it looks great.
Oh, no,
I
I
had
think
to
it looks
pause and I
great.
was like, I don't know if I could do this. And then I said, I'm going to go with it. And it looks really good. And I started looking around. I'm like, there's got to be a heart that has the holes the other direction. But I went with it and it looks fine. So
I think it looks great.
I have a very hard time with things that are asymmetrical. I don't know. It just bothers me and I blame it on an engineer. So anyway, I also wanted to show this. This was it's not showing up great.
Ooh,
It is a glass mosaic that I did with locally. There's a woman, she's actually a wire artist, but she started getting into glass mosaics, and I got to cut all those little pieces of glass myself. I have to
oh my
grout it in.
goodness.
I had so
That
much
is
fun cutting and grinding glass. It was like the most therapeutic thing I've done in a really long time. And I've had these for a couple months. I need to grout them. But again, other things I don't do without adult supervision.
yeah, well, and for me, it's things that I don't start unless I can phone a friend. And
Well,
I,
that was one where I could phone a friend, and I still have a bunch of these little Jasper hearts left. So I think they are going to have to become some earrings.
nice. So, I'm,
And I have enough of these white beads that I think I can finish my necklace, and I have other white beads if I have to mix them into the mix. So I think we will be okay.
of course, of course.
I
I,
started as a seed beader, so
oh, you
I
did.
would be really embarrassed to show you how many seed beads I own. I have drawers and drawers full.
So, we have a mutual friend named Danielle Wicks, right? And you saw my seed beads that I have from JJB too. And I have turned into really, really loving seed beads for what they are intended for, which I don't know. Are they, I mean, I've always used them just as spacers. And so I didn't use them for how they were intended. But now that I can somewhat seed bead, I mean, I'm a work in progress. And oh, my design that I have coming up for Danielle or the live this next week, I love it. And I used a ton of beads, just a ton. And it took me forever, but it was because I wanted it to take me forever. I feel like, and it's peyote stitch, which
Oh, cool.
I'm not comfortable with. Well, now I feel a little comfortable. And part of it was I was I had a live with Danielle once, and she was showing this. I think it was an odd count turn. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it for the life of me. Now I love it. And I like doing designs where I'm like, ooh, I hope I can have like an odd count so that I can do that turn. Because now that I know how to do it, I want to do it all the time, kind of show it off, right? Like, hey, I know how. But
Peyote is one that's hard to get started. And then once you get it started, it's pretty easy to go from there, I find. But I've gotten tripped up a few times getting it started.
I yeah, I think the start, I think that I'm not, that I don't have the tension correct. And then also too, I have, we have our little Danielle tips and tricks that we keep in the back of our head all the time while we're doing stuff like that. And yeah, those little tips and tricks that she's given over time have really helped me out. Okay, so I'm done with I'm attaching this directly onto, oh, I don't even have my thing up. Let me bring my little thing up there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm wearing this tonight. We have a Christmas party to go to tonight because, so I did the cluster
I like
with
that.
those cubes, and then I used a large enough jump ring so that if you don't want the cluster, you don't have to have the cluster. You can just unscrew that and take it out if you don't want it. So then you can interchange too. So if you have a nice, like if you want to mix metal and have a nice like silver type dangle, you can do that too. But yeah, I have this cluster, and then in the middle of the cluster, which you guys aren't gonna be able to see until I take the picture, is that I have those little crystal rondelles in there too, just to kind of break it up a little bit.
I really
So
like
I have,
that. You just gave me an idea. I have,
I did.
you know, the balloon letter charms that Jesse James Beads has that's from
Yes.
Sarah's J Fresh series or her jewelry
Yes.
design. I have my initials. My son walked in here and he said, "What are you doing with those?" And I said, "I don't know yet." So I may do something like that.
Yes. That'd be so cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Yay Me Too, Lorena, ready to. I tried resin and I failed big time, Jenifer. Oh, thank you, Zach, because I tried it. I failed miserably, like miserably. Here's the thing though, I still have it, and it was from like 3 years ago, and I still have it, just with the hopes that I'll be able to do it. Lorena says, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I've been washing my glass blown and crystal beads with finished jet dry. Oh my goodness, that you use in dishwashers. And oh my goodness, the beads sparkle. What a
Hmm.
great idea. That is so worthy of right there.
Yeah. That would.
That is amazing. I love it. And I have it. And that is absolutely, that is genius, genius. Okay, let's bring back yours. Do you have another, or where are we on time? I'm not even paying attention to time.
Time flew, didn't it?
I am so sorry, you guys. Okay, well let's bring back your overhead again, just to show for those that weren't here in the beginning.
These are all my beads. Well,
Mm-hmm.
the ones
So
that
gorgeous.
haven't been used yet. Let me move these guys up. It's just chain up there. Nobody will just see that.
And did anybody notice that I did not cut into my strand? I didn't
I
have to
haven't
cut
cut
it.
mine either, but I promise I will.
I will too. I think we need to have an impromptu because we still have so much stuff. I still have this gorgeous chunk-a-munk, gorgeous bead to use, and I still have these because I was going to make a bracelet. I brought in some tassels from my friend Vicky that she doesn't care for tassels, but I love them and she sends them to me. So I think we have another video in the works. I think we
Sure.
need to. I
Yeah,
think we
let's
need
do it.
to. So I think you guys are going to see an impromptu live come up. We're not going to wait another month. I don't
Okay.
think so.
Works for
So
me.
let me do this. Oops, wait. I need to remove, and I'm going to remove, and I'm going to bring us back.
Okay.
There. Lena says, gorgeous pieces, ladies.
Thank
She
you
said,
so
Merry
much, Lena.
Christmas and all the best. Thank you, Lena. And I went over in time. I cannot believe it's been an hour.
No.
It doesn't feel like it's been an hour. So I cannot thank all of you enough for being here. And I cannot thank you, Stacie, for being here. Thank you so much. I love this little thing that we have
Yeah,
going.
so much
And
fun. Thank you.
mhm. And where can we find you this week? Well, we already know you're going to have an impromptu with me sometime. So, but where else can we find you?
I don't think I have anything up this week. I have the live with Danielle,
Mm-hmm.
and then Cole, who's at Madame Tassels, and I have kind of gone back to doing our lives on
Yay!
about a weekly basis. So
Mm-hmm.
Lena gave us another challenge. We're going to go with kind of garnet, which is, I guess, the January birthstone. So look for us. Might be the first week of January once the holidays
Nice.
are past.
Nice. Well, this week so we're going to have an impromptu sometime. We'll figure it out the
Yeah.
time. Saturday, I will be with Danielle Wicks, and we are going to be working with this. Oh, you guys can't see it at my overhead. This beautiful, wonderful kit. It's a Make-A-Wish kit available in her Etsy shop. So many beads. Look at how many beads I have. And I've made an entire peyote stitch bracelet, and I still have tons.
Those are really
And
pretty.
so pretty. Then, sticking with the JJB theme, who has signed up for Galentine's? We have the Galentines coming up on Valentine's Day. And so excited I get to be one of the presenters. So
Very
it will
cool.
be Deb Floros, it will be Rachel Malice, it will be Brittany Chavers, and me.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Great lineup.
Incredible lineup. I don't even know how I'm in there because these other three are complete rock stars.
No, you
Complete
hold
rock
your own.
stars. And so Jesse James Beads has their kit as well as in collaboration with Softlex Company. And you're going to get some good stuff in both. And yes, it's already open. You can already purchase your two kits, Lorena, because Softlex will have theirs and Jesse James Beads has theirs. It is on Valentine's Day from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. So you will see me during my lunch hour because that's a work day. And so it'll be during a lunch hour. And yeah, and then we'll be scheduling another meeting or another live in January.
Absolutely.
And Thursday, is Thursday the 26th?
I think
I
so.
think I think Thursday is the 26th. I will be doing a reveal of all the glitters Softlex, and I will be doing I will have some projects to share on my YouTube channel, and also too the JJB strands that were made exclusively for Softlex Company.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, and I probably won't cut into them.
We're well aware.
So thank you everyone for sticking around. I'm so sorry I went over on time, but thank you very much. Be looking for our pictures. We'll be posting pictures, and we do the little Danielle collab thing where what she posts or what Stacie posts, my followers will see, and vice versa. And I'm at 999 followers on Instagram. I'm so excited. I know you have like 20,000 followers, but this is
No,
so amazing for me. I'm so excited. So be watching both of our Instagrams. In the description, I have where you can find Stacie, where you can find me, and we will see you guys on the next one. Thank you.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.